Good evening. I am your host, Jack Remington of the Jack Remington NFL channel. This is week 2. We'll be splitting up the videos. This video is the Fish Sang pregame.com Las Vegas Hilton Super Simulator contest. You got to pick 5 games against the spread. Last week we were 1-4. Didn't do too good. So we're going to bounce back this week. Bounce back strong. Taking nothing but dogs from the rest of the year. I'm tired of taking favorites and getting beat. That cost me last year, taking favorites weeks 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I only won one favorite in those 5 weeks. But I still got 50 right for the year. I think I would have won the contest if I had not done taking those favorites. Anyway, let's get to the picks. Pick number 1, Buccaneers +7. They're at the Detroit Lions. And I know. Let me explain. Let me read my notes. Quote, another high-scoring game. Defense is not a priority. Defenses need not apply. You can thank Eric Coryell of the Chargers in the 1980s. Don Coryell, he was an outstanding coach, by the way. And let me give you his most famous quote. Quote, if I outscore you, I win. End of quote. So when other teams saw how dangerous teams can be with the Eric Coryell imitations, and there were a few that popped up in the 70s and more came out in the mid-80s, a lot of teams focused on the offense. And the defense takes a back seat. Like I said, defenses can stop applying, and it just now popped in my head. It's one of my little tidbits I'm giving you. The team started saving on the salary cap limitations with cutting on the defensive players. That's a huge factor of why defensive play has fallen off since the 1970s. Remember, offenses sell the tickets, defense wins the games. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the teams itself. Start with the Buccaneers. They got quarterback Baker Mayfield. He looking good last week. He didn't play anybody. The Commanders' defense is pretty bad. And Baker Mayfield had a decent second half last year. He was okay. In my opinion, this is my opinion. You can take it for what it's worth. I think he's an overrated dud of a clown, loudmouth. He tries to be a social justice warrior, a horrible criminal somewhere in Ohio, stabbed some family or something, and the poor guy, and he got blasted, and he toned it down. But the pea brain will resurface. But he's going to play well until the brain synapses finally click in when he goes, I'm successful. What's wrong with this picture? And he will self-destruct. He will turn to the pumpkin at midnight. Now let me talk a little bit about the Lions. The Lions defense is taking a step back. That's why I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think this Baker Mayfield clown, he'll have some success. And Jared Goff is excellent. He's an underrated quarterback. He's very, very good. I can't believe the Rams got rid of him. He's very, very good. When he's focused, he is very, very good. I like Jared Goff, and I like Campbell. I like the coach. There's a lot to like about Detroit, and this could be their year. They are a legitimate Super Bowl contender, but their defense is taking a step back, and that's got me worried. I'll be concerned if I was a Lions fan and the Lions backer. This game here, Buccaneers and Lions, Buccaneers +7. I'm going to do my patented middles, where I tell you at the middle of the game, I get to brag about it on pregame.com when I do this. I'm going to take the Bucs +7 here on this contest, but I'm going to put Detroit on the money line when you make your picks on pregame.com. It's all imaginary money. We don't gamble. Gamble? We don't gamble. Come on, what's that? So we're taking the Bucs +7. That's our pick number 1. Pick number 2, home team, home dog, Green Bay Packers +3. I know I should have my head examined for this one, but let me read my notes. Quote, yes, everyone, all the pundits on YouTube, all the pundits on Instagram, TikTok, you name the site that I've been watching, trying to get clips and catch up with everything. They keep pointing out that the quarterback Malik Willis, to back up to Jordan Love, was sacked 10 times in his 3 games with the Titans last year. Okay, that was last year, and he's on a different team now. I think Willis might be a little more confident on a much better Packers team this year, and he's reading all the smack everyone's talking about him, and maybe he's pissed off. I'm hoping he is. LaFleur, the head coach of the Packers, I think he's a far better coach than Shane Steichen of the Colts, although he's not bad. I'm not bashing him. But both teams are 0-1. The Pack got edged by the Eagles in Brazil in the first ever South American game, and I understand the humidity was 98%, and the Colts got edged by the Texans. Okay, but they know the Texans well, and the Texans know them well. They got to play at least twice a year. Colts are okay. They're just as good as any other NFL team, and they're actually quite good at times, and they're sneaky good. And Richardson's, all the great things you hear about him, that may be well and true. But they lost to a team that the Texans know very well. So, but the Packers, they don't know the Packers all that much. In the big scheme of things, there's not a lot separating these two teams. But the Pack, I think, is in a bad spot, but they got the younger team, the more talented team, especially on defense, and they know that their quarterback is out. So The Colts are licking their chops and everybody smells the blood in the water, and everyone is taking the Colts. I mean, everybody's betting the Colts. Well, when I see that, I got to go the other way as a contrarian dog better. So give me Matt LaFleur prepping his team properly to overcompensate for the quarterback love's loss. That kind of sounded wrong, but but it's right. The loser of this game falls 0-2. It might be in real trouble, especially with the schedules that they got. I mean, the Green Bay's got a tougher schedule. LaFleur has the experience, and the home dog might be the play getting the points. Pick number 3. This is our switcheroo game. Why I've got to hurry up and get this video out. Filmed 2 days for Thursday and Friday, getting this one prepped. I had a horrible incident with my dog, and I got attacked by a pit bull twice in the same 5-minute period. That'll be a separate video on my other channel. Got to get a lawyer now. Got to get the cops finally got involved. Anyway, we're switching this game. We had the Vikings as a 6-point dog hosting the 49ers. We're scrapping that game. I got a better pick. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints +6 at the Dallas Cowboys. I knew the Cowboys got team speed. I knew the Cowboys were deadly early in the seasons, and they got a chip on their shoulder from Green Bay knocking them out last year as a number 7 seed. I think it was the very first time a number 7 seed beat the number 2 seed, and well, it happened. And we had the pack. If you look at my records from last year, look at my videos from last year. So we're switching the 49er Vikings game with this one. Why? We're getting a better offense with points. Yes. I think the Saints' offense with Derek Carr is better than this Sam Darnold clown with the Vikings. The Vikings were playing, who did they play? They played the Giants. Either the second or worst defense in the NFL last week. One of the two. The Vikings are okay, but the 49ers were the team last week that beat my Jets up, my overrated, highly wanted Jets. I think the Jets are cooked. Part of the script, I'm telling you, do not bet the Jets ever. Just bet it. They're only a team to fade. They've got nothing. That look on Solly's face says it all in the third quarter. Not fourth quarter. Third quarter says it all. He knew he had a new chance in that game. The 49ers made the New York Jets look like a Division C Cup female flag football team versus the Alabama Division I. Whether they're playing football or whether they're pounding the mounds or what, that's what it looked like. I mean, the Jets had no chance in that game. Zippo, despite Aaron Rodgers zing with a few seconds that he had. The Saints might be the sleeper team that might shock everybody and have a deep run this year, whereas the Vikings, they're not going anywhere. Okay, especially with Sam Darnold. Okay, so give me Derek Carr over Sam Darnold. I'm not sure what kind of handicapper everybody out there is. My computer just decided to die. The Saints have better team speed on defense than the Vikings. I think I'm helping my contest chances by switching the game. Pick number 4, New York Giants +1.5 at the Washington Commanders. I'll read you my notes. Quote, simple handicap. Daniel Jones versus Jaden Daniels, the rookie out of Washington. Again, both teams are 0-1, don't want to go to 0-2, but Brian Daboll, the head coach of the New York Giants, seems to be the more experienced head coach, used to digging out of holes, and this Dan Quinn is also experienced, but he was not notable with his few years as Falcons head coach, and he inherits a bad chemistry team within the Commanders. Okay, the Washington, D.C. area is my home-based life story, and around that area of the country, I grew up watching a mindset with the people around Washington, D.C., and it is a swamp on both sides, and their players tend to be loud, outspoken, and even militant and radical. And the calm demeanor of Dan Quinn, who's a Catholic man, a good Catholic person, he's a low-key guy, he's not a tough guy, but he's not a good mind fit for this area of the country. Now, head coach Brian Daboll of the New York Giants, he's the perfect fit for the brash New York press and everybody throwing stuff at him and yelling at him and cursing them and criticizing them. And these New Yorkers, they can never be pleased, and they're entitled as well. Daboll, he's already told the press to kiss a certain posterior when they were struggling last year. So give me the G-Man who has owned this Washington franchise for 7 times out of the last 10, and that includes a 2020 misfire. It was actually, the score was 2020. Tie snuck in there in 2020. So you can say that the Giants owned them 8 times. I had to go look up, see what the spread was. I forgot to do that, but it doesn't matter. New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones has more experience bouncing back from this 0-1, 0-2 holes than this rookie. He did look decent in his first NFL start, but you got to remember, most of that was garbage time against a weak, injured Bucs defense that had the game already won. Garbage time points, garbage time yards. But what I'm afraid of about handicapping this game, and I should get rid of this game and put the Vikings game in this one, I'll stick with this one. The Giants got that track record against it. They got their number. I'm afraid they want to make this Jaden Daniels a big star and the Washington, that area of the country and that franchise, they'd be glad to oblige the NFL. And the guy Jake the asshole, I haven't watched his video yet. I haven't had time. He's the only one I saw that picked the New England Patriots upset Cincinnati Bengals because it's good for the NFL, good for the bookmakers. And he explained it perfectly, this guy. But he got a lot of his other games wrong. I mean, he did terrible. That's my biggest fear. It's my only fear with this game, that they want to make this Jaden Daniels a star, and they're in D.C. and do good to crowd. Anyway, you get the drift. So that's pick number 4. I'll let it rest at that. Pick number 5. We're taking the Rams +1. The Rams have owned the Cardinals recently, and like all other teams, they don't want to fall to 0-2. Both teams are 0-1. Arizona and the Rams are 0-1. The Rams have beaten Arizona 8 out of the last 10 times, and the Rams won all 4 times at Glendale, Arizona. Some teams like beating each other up in the other guy's house, and these two teams fit that bill. Now, those 2 Arizona wins, you guessed it, they were at Los Angeles in big upset fashion. They were double-digit dogs both times. Also, there's a report that Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray, he's still on the injured list, but he was at full practice Thursday. Is he 100%? That one question looming in my mind is leaning me to the Rams. Rams had that game won against the Lions, but Sean McVay, he got too conservative. He made a couple of strange decisions, and then the Lions got him. And he won the coin toss, and the rest is history. The other team, if they score a touchdown or a safety, you don't get the ball back. They need to change that rule, and I've been bitching about that for years, and they wouldn't. You listen to a guy wearing pricks on his shirt? No. So there's the 5 picks to recap. Got the Bucks +7, Packers +3, Saints +6, Giants +1.5, Rams +1. Last week I did win my 2-team teaser. I remember talking about on the video that I've been pulling my hair out because they were not covering the spread. Eagles score, I lose the teaser. So I switched it. I switched the team. My 2-team teaser for this week, I'll put it on this video and the next video, and both in the line description that I forgot to do last week. But I do have proof that I won that game, that 2-team teaser. That 2-team teaser, I had the Packers +8.5. I had it written down here, but I didn't get the video at the time. We had no power all day. The power just came back a couple hours ago. They're working on the solar panel, and we had a 2-team teaser. We had the Bills -0.5 and the Green Bay +8.5. Green Bay Packers +8.5. I've been pulling my hair out with Philadelphia getting ready to make it go up by 9 points with 30 seconds left, and they sacked them on 3rd and inches, wherever it was. And then they forced them to kick a field goal. The Eagles were only up by 5 instead of 8 or 9, whatever the hell it was. I mean, I've been hating life. I would have lost my teaser the first week. This week, I'm taking 7.5 point teaser. It's a $1.35 juice to win 100. I know it's a high juice. We're taking the home team Broncos hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers +10. And we're taking the Jaguars. They're also home and they're hosting the Cleveland Clowns. And we're going through 0. The Jaguars are 3-point favorites or something like that. So now I'm getting Jaguars +4.5. I like that bet. Hope you like this format. This is the Fish Tank Contest, pregame.com video. And the next video will be what I'm taking on pregame.com, when you make your picks for your imaginary bankroll, discuss the full encompassing of the bankroll, that kind of thing. So I recommend that video. More important than this one, you'll get more tidbits and you'll learn more as a young handicapper learning the business. I'm trying to help you. I want to see you win. Okay? I'm not on the casino side. I went to the casino for 38 years. There's nothing you can't tell me about the casino business. Nothing. And I do mean nothing. And if you don't believe me, I can't help you. And if you choose not to believe me, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But if you got any brains at all, and you want to learn, and you want to become a better handicapper, and you're getting me for free, F-R-E-E. F-R-E-E. You're getting me for free. Okay, that's my favorite word in the English language is free. My favorite word in the English language is meritocracy. So anyway, let me stop this video and get it cut, and I gotta get it up there, I gotta get it out. And I'll be working on the second video. I'll get that out tonight, then I'll do other things. And tomorrow is a great day, NFL Sunday. Long live the NFL, the best team sport ever invented in the history of man. And it truly is a team sport where coaching is the most effective and most important. And I just think it's the best sport, just hands down. I'm not knocking the other sports, but I just give you my opinion, take it or leave it. Always got to be an American. Long live the NFL. Long live this great country. I'll see you next video. Thank you.